Good morning, Chimers. Welcome to Coffee with Chime. And yes, got the Chime coffee right here. I don't think most of you realize that we actually have a Chime Coffee Roasters location, and we're looking at that as a new revenue opportunity. Anyway, good morning. I am Tim Stettheimer, and I would like to welcome you to one of our special editions of Coffee with Chime. We're actually broadcasting today from Birmingham, Alabama. Do not believe the fall aspen tree motif that you have behind you is simply to calm you, to make sure that you feel like there are no tornadoes coming your way, no rainstorms, no snowstorms, no anything. Just calm and coffee. So broadcasting from Birmingham, Alabama, actually in my home office. I was going to actually broadcast from the Chime home offices, which are in Ann Arbor, Michigan, but I made a mistake. So I, resident of Birmingham, Alabama, went up for our Christmas party to our Chime home offices in Ann Arbor, Michigan, which sit next to the University of Michigan. And those of you who may be starting to put something together understand that there is a reason I wore a certain colored shirt with a big A on it when I visited for the Christmas party. It wasn't because I was a Santa. It was because on January 1st, 2020, the University of Michigan and the University of Alabama met in a very cordial fashion to try to determine who might have the best NCAA football team. Since that event, I have not been allowed back into our offices in Ann Arbor, Michigan. So this is why I'm broadcasting from my home office in Birmingham, Alabama. But I am looking forward to today because we're going to talk about some exceptionally exciting things. We have more education activities. Okay. I'm assuming things. I'm assuming you all know me. I already said I'm Tim Stettheimer. What I didn't say is a longtime member of Chime, first-time caller. No, wait. Longtime member of Chime, CIO, and now VP Education with Chime. So they've let the fox in the hen house, I believe, because what I've been busy doing for the last year is designing and rolling out all new programs, all new education, exciting speakers, just a thrill ride, frankly, of education and events that our members have been asking for, and that's what I want to talk about today. So I believe many of you are aware of the boot camp, the CIO boot camp program, which Chime has now delivered on for, oh my goodness, 17 years or more. Stellar, out of the box ratings, just always home run programs. We do it twice a year. And that's been performed at our fall forum right before it. Although last year we did it after. We won't do that again. And it's also performed in the spring. We are going to continue that very successful program. In fact, we are adding to it. For those of you who are not aware, we offered our first Chief Information Security Officer boot camp just this past fall in Phoenix as well, which was also a stellar program in terms of the ratings and the satisfaction levels people came away from with it. We've got all kinds of testimonials we're going to be putting out there, but basically the directors of security, security managers, CISOs who attended gave us all thumbs up for that program. So we will be offering that program again in April, this coming April. So if you have a security team leader, doesn't have to be your CISO, doesn't have to be a director. Can be anyone in security who's expected to bring in leadership, talent, skills, vision. Send them. They will grow, they will advance, and you won't regret it. So that's the CISO Bootcamp. That's a similar experience to our CIO Bootcamp, same length, meant to target those either high potentials who are going to advance in your organization, or even early career CIOs. I wish I would have had the CIO Bootcamp experience when I first jumped into my CIO seat. However, it wasn't really offered way back then. Now, I did benefit from one of the other Chime programs we had, which I'll come back to in just a second. But I want you to remember and keep focus on that core of what Chime has done for education for members and for your team members, which is the boot camp programs. We're also offering these, frankly, internationally now. They are so popular. We have performed several in the UK, Ireland, other places, and we've got more on the books for 2020 internationally. A very, very successful program. Now that's the bread and butter. That's what you got to have. What we found out, though, is that we have members and sometimes team members who aren't quite ready for that level yet. Either they're new to healthcare or they just haven't had the management experience yet. And so we've now created another program. This is, if boot camp's bread and butter, this is the foundation layer. This is what you're going to, I guess maybe it's the white bread, I don't know, the toast, the wheat, I don't know, the bun that you put that on. It's the building block for all the skills that you need to move into management or leadership in healthcare IT. Maybe not all the skills, but at least 4 core skills. We're going to be offering this twice this year. We're going to be doing it actually in July. And I wanted to call it a beach camp, a summer camp, but really what it is, it's a leadership series. And it's going to offer core topics such as healthcare IT finance. When you're looking at a sheet of numbers in your organization, from your organization, what on earth does it mean? Maybe that's days cash on hand. Maybe that's your operational and capital budgets for the organization. Maybe it's your IT budgets and how your capital and operational numbers look for that. How do you begin to interpret that? Understand it, even ask for it. That's one of those core topics that we'll be addressing. Another core topic is benchmarking. How do you know your numbers are right? How do you actually know if the number of devices that you've deployed or that you're planning to buy or the number of support team members you've got is right? How do you match it up? How is everybody else doing it? And frankly, what's the benchmarks? Well, we're going to have a day on that. We're going to talk about how you make sure you've got an efficient healthcare IT organization. And that's our second topic in that bread and, well, not the bread and butter, the bread series, the what we're going to call it the summer series this time around. Our third topic actually goes into another space that we've seen is very important, and I should back up first and actually tell you something else about this. Any of these topics can be taken individually. The way we're actually doing this is you can select to come to one of these, to 2 of these, to 3 of these, to all 4 of these. It really is a matter of what you think is a fit for you. Obviously, the more you attend, the bigger the discounts, the more knowledge and experience you're going to get. But let me come back from that aside. You can find those details on the registration page on CHIME. So third topic, cybersecurity. This is, when talking to new CIOs or even talking to students that I teach in graduate school, one of the questions I pose is, well, what can get you fired as an IT leader? One of the easiest ones of those is cybersecurity failures. If there are things that you should be doing that you aren't doing or didn't do in cyber, and you cause your organization some embarrassment from that, whether it be breach or otherwise, you're probably needing to refresh your resume. So we're going to spend that day on cybersecurity leadership. This is not meant to be how do you use tools like firewalls or configure white and black list or things like that. This is meant to say, how do you establish a culture? How do you actually create teams that will do what you need them to do when it comes to cybersecurity leadership? So that's our third topic. And our final topic, one I'm very excited about, is actually on our last day of that summer series, is executive communications. That's another place that's sort of risk prone, if you will. How do you actually do a presentation for your board? How do you put an effective meeting together? Oh, all those emails that are out there, how do you write good ones and not write dumb ones? How do you write emails that are actually representative of you as a leader? How do you express your brand through these communications? When to use PowerPoint, when not to use PowerPoint. Rules of PowerPoint you should never break and always follow if you're going to use it. These are some of the topics within the executive communication. But these 4 pillars are what we're going to stand other behaviors up on. So when you go to CIO boot camp, if you've got the pillar of healthcare IT finance, benchmarking, effective organizational leadership, cybersecurity, and then you add into that communication as an executive and a healthcare IT executive, we believe those are going to be great skills that feed forward for you in your career. So we'll do that twice in July. And we've got the boot camp offered in April, offered at Fall Forum. And now, what you've been waiting for, the piece de la resistance. I learned that in high school French class. I hope I got it right. It's been a while. The piece de la resistance is what CHIME members have been asking for. What is after boot camp? What's next? What is for me? I'm an experienced CIO. I'm an experienced CMIO or a CISO. I've been in career. I know how to communicate. Yeah. I know finance. I know operations. I got it down. I'm good. Obviously, I'm done with education, right? No. That's not what our members tell us. They're like, look, we still need education. Please. I know our team members need it. We've got it. You're doing it for them. Great. We need education as well. What do you got? Well, the answer up till now has been nada, nothing. Now we have an answer. We are offering a brand new executive series. An executive series that is a completely different format from anything CHIME has ever done. We're going to take a seminar format. Think of this as graduate school, where you come to actually not hear a lecture, not sit in a space with 100 other people and sort of be one of many, but this is a graduate seminar level education experience where you get to actually join peers in working through your stuff. Yeah, your stuff. We're going to have experienced, in fact, the most experienced CIOs and CMIOs and leaders teaching, and not really even teaching, facilitating these experiences, these seminars. But when you come, you're going to look around the room going, wow, I know these people. These are people dealing with the same issues I've got. They're my peers. And when you come, you're going to deal with issues like in advanced strategy, for instance. You're going to deal with things like, how do you actually move your organization? How do you become an innovative organization? Changing not just some broad culture, but changing to deal with specific issues you're facing right now. You, the attendees, will bring in your cases, your problems, your challenges, and the faculty and other peers will be working through them with you. We'll be helping each other. This will be one of the most phenomenal opportunities, frankly, I believe you'll see this year in terms of your own education. Why? Because there's nowhere else you can go to do this. You know, CHIME, you've been a member for years. We are the professional organization focused on you, and education is our specialty. So with this executive series, we are bringing what you need when you need it, dealing with the topics that you're struggling with right now, and turning those into actionable plans that you can check out with your peers and hear advice and coaching from exceptionally experienced CIOs on. So that's the executive series. There's actually two parts to it. There's an operations executive series and a strategy executive series. Both of these will take place in the first full week in June. Again, this is posted on our website, but it's the second full week of June. June 8th to June 12th. Now, you can come to part 1 and part 2, strategy and operations, or you can just choose one or the other. You can look at the agendas, you can look at the faculty, you can pick what works for you. But this executive series is designed to work for you. It's not about training your team. It's about you. In fact, we really don't want the manager and director level so much coming to the executive series. This is going to be a pretty exclusive experience, and it is grad school. So if someone's gone to the CIO boot camp or the CISO boot camp or the CMIO academies, the bread and butter in the middle, or at least the butter, then they're probably okay to come. That's cool. This is what comes after that level of work, but this is grad school. So this is applied work together. So the layers of the cake. I like cake. Let's go cake rather than sandwich. The top layer, executive series, is what I just talked about. The middle layer, the meat of it all, unless you're vegetarian, that's our boot camps. CISO boot camp, CIO boot camp, CMIO academies. That's that middle layer. The foundational layer, our leadership series, our summer series that we're offering in July, where you get that grounding in those key skill sets as a CIO or CISO or CMIO or oh, I didn't even mention this. Our foundation firms have asked, hey, we don't understand this stuff either. Can we please come? Yes. Anyone can come to the basics, the starting point, the leadership series. So that's wide open. We want everybody to be educated about what that is. So leadership series, boot camp, executive series. Those are our programs for 2020. We're going to repeat each of them twice, but don't wait. Sign up. We're trying to make sure we have programs in the summertime when things are a little slower as well, and we spread them out so that you can actually still enjoy time with your family, take those vacations, life-work balance, but that you can also be able to up your game. And frankly, having been in the game for a long time, we all need to up our game. I need to up my game. It's something we all have to spend time in. I know as a CIO, and even now, I always had to do development plans. Put together a plan for what I was going to learn this year, how I was going to be better, how I was going to advance. So here's a question. What's in your plan? What do you have down on your plan? Not in terms of your goals, deliverables that you're going to perform for your organization, but what's going to equip you? How are you going to fill your tank? Where do you get to next? Do you have a next step? Because if you're not educating yourself, I'll go to a conference. CHIME conference is great. There's a lot of conferences out there, but when you go, be a little reflective. What are you learning? I'm sure at the CHIME conference you're learning a lot. And actually at the CHIME conference, you can actually take some of these education opportunities as well. We're going to be offering them there. But how do you improve your game this year? If you're an executive, if you're a CHIME member, if you're an A group member, how do you do it? How do you get to the next level? Because it don't happen automatically. You have to do something, spend the time, dedicate yourself, set a specific point on your calendar and a goal to do it. And I'd suggest, because these programs are put together by your peers, they're put together by the most experienced CIOs in the industry, you're not going to find a better place than this. If you do, reach out, give me a call, let me know, because I'll let you win that bet, man. But I've looked, and there isn't anything else. So join us. All you got to do is go to the CHIME website, sign up right now. Easy enough to do, and it's something you don't want to miss. So I'll be there. Why don't you come too? It'll be good. Oh, you know what I haven't done? It's Coffee with CHIME, and I haven't even taken a drink of this. Hold on. Oh, that's the CHIME Roaster Blend Specialty. It tastes a little like maybe burnt Wolverines. Hold on. A little bit of crimson flavor in there. That's good stuff. Maybe they'll let me back up to Ann Arbor soon. Not sure. With this video, it may be another few months. We'll see. But until then, I will see you at our spring forum, I'm sure, in Orlando. It'll be beautiful weather. We'll enjoy meeting you, seeing you, giving you a big hug there, talking some more about these programs. And in the meantime, we've got a lot of other things going on. Innovation. We have if you haven't met Jonathan Fritz, sign up for one of his things. There are workshops that are beautiful. Have one happening real soon here. Oh, Tracy, I won't let my coffee go cold. I keep sucking on it. Tracy, are you telling me that I should drink and not talk? I don't know. I can do both at the same time. But I hope to see you at our spring forum. It's going to be wonderful. We just finished setting up all the speakers for that. One of the things we do at CHIME is we like to tease you a little bit. So we put out our keynote speakers a little at a time. Yes, I'm responsible for that. I'm sorry. You've seen some announcements now coming out about that. We're about to put out another and a big announcement on that one. We are also doing something with that spring forum that you're going to also see at the fall forum, which is we're expanding the number of speakers. You're going to hear more speakers, and you're going to hear your peers. You're going to actually hear from them in terms of what they're experiencing right now and how they're taking some of the things we're talking about and making it top notch. So, beautiful things going all the way around. And if you happen to be going around the world to another international location sometime, let us know. Who knows? We may actually be there at the same time, because CHIME International has picked up so much speed that we have programs all over the world happening right now. So let us know about that too. And if you're interested in dropping in, hey, we'd love to see you. So, coffee with CHIME, and I don't want my coffee to get cold. And I would love to talk to you in person. So drop me a note, text me, call me, anything, and I won't feel so lonely down here in Birmingham, Alabama. Talk to you soon, next time on Coffee with CHIME. Y'all have a fantastic week, and Happy New Year.